You say wayo. Alright. Is it live? Is it live? Let's test. Is it live? Please tell me. Please tell me. This is actually working. Are you being... It goes up to 720p. Who cares at this point? I'm just trying to get this stream out there. Alright. So it looks like, I have returned. I have it. Oh, wait. No. No. I think I've returned. It is all good now. I think I have it. Alright. I have chat pulled up. I have this pulled up. Yeah, see it moving? Woo! Woo! Scary! Woo! Scary! It's moving! And no one knows how it is moving. No one knows how it is moving. Spooky! I'm flying with you guys. I hope y'all like my joking. My joke. I hope you guys like my jokes. I'd say they're pretty funny, but I don't know. Ooh, scary. Ooh. Does this scare y'all? Ooh. Woo! It's not even October, and I'm already doing this. Woo! Wait, are y'all getting an error? Wait, you getting an error? Wait, I'm not getting an error currently. Alright, I'm gonna start running the game again. I'm gonna start running the game again, and let's just get on with this. Yeah. Even though it's a little further, it's a little early than I like to, but it's fine. Let's go. Alright, it's time to continue from where we left off. Alright, so last time we met a blue girl. We did not get her name. We met, we went to Earth, or whatever kind of realm this is. We met, what's her name? The red girl, whatever the red girl's name is, which I forgot what it was. And, yeah, pretty much caught up. So, let's continue with where the ocean was. Alright. I wonder what ocean this would even count as. It's deep. It's a deep, dark blue. It's beautiful, but something about it is just as mysterious as the rest of this place. I find myself sitting there for what feels like some time. I'm not sure what Heather is doing, but I appreciate the time it takes as much as I curse it. I need some time to think, but stewing my thoughts also isn't really good for me. Yeah, I don't think that doesn't sound too good. Wait, hang on, did I miss something? Alright. After a moment, though, I glimpsed something odd from the corner of my eyes. Something green. What in the world is that little green thing there on shore? It occurs to me that approaching it might be dangerous, but hey, will come here if anything dangerous is close, so it can't be that, right? I stand and quietly approach the strange green jelly thing on the stand. When I am close enough, it suddenly pops up from the ground with the little wings attached to its head. It makes some weird sounds at me. They don't sound aggressive, at least. It's large but nice. Stare at me for a long time. I stare right back, uncertain of what to make from it. After a moment, it runs towards the ocean. At first, nothing happens, but then the ground begins to rumble. Oh! Oh! The ocean parts way, opening way to a deep green cavern in the sand. I stare in awe. Hang on. Wow. That thing just suddenly popped out there. Whoa. I stare in awe. The green creature quietly flutters down towards the new chasm, but before disappearing from sight, it turns slowly and looks at me. Even when with its button eyes, it seems expectant. It wants me to follow. I look to the lighthouse on Precipice. Heather hasn't shown yet. Maybe it's safe, or not. But I've dealt with mermaids and a kraken before. I'm more worried about the mermaids. Stealing myself, nod to the creature and begin to follow it. It makes a delighted sounding chirp. When I catch up to it, it slowly guides me down the chasm. Whoa! New area! Ooh! It's a long way down into the water. Soon, the edges of the chasm changes from water to tall pillars of ancient stone. The whole room holds a mysterious green glow. It smells of salt water and moss, and yet there's something slightly acrid about it, too. At the bottom of the descending walkway is an opening. It's marked with tentacle-like symbols at the top. It's almost like the green floating thing can sense my unease. It lands gently on my shoulder and chirps at me, frantically motioning with its wings to keep going. Would it be dangerous to pet it? Well, it's already on my shoulder. I guess I'm in trouble either way. I put up my hand on its head. It feels kind of like smooth rubber. It lets out a soft noise and presses into my hand. I wonder what it wants from me exactly. Once reaching the main entrance, it leaps off my shoulder and flies in through the opening. I hear a chirp, followed by a cacophony of return chirps of varying pitch. I quietly step through the entrance myself. Oh! Whoa! I utter a string of carefully selected 4-letter words. I don't know which green squid thing was with me. There are dozens of them in this room. They fly in swirling patterns around the room's captive. Within a capsule of water, chained to various pillars in the room, is a girl. Her deep green hair flows wildly around her. The pillar under her feet feels sinister just from appearances alone. I find my staring for a long time at the sight. I get the impression that this person has been here for a long time. It takes me a few moments, but I understand, in a flash of realization, what the green squid thing wanted from me. They want me to free her. I'm not sure how I reached the conclusion, but I'm absolutely certain of it despite that. I narrow my eyes and focus. Approaching pillars, I test their strength. Despite seeming ancient, they are as sturdy as the day they were made, whenever that was. In order to touch the chains, I'm going to have to enter the water. Otherwise, they're too high up for me to reach. The lower ones are also attached to the platform. I don't think I can shake her much with those. So, bracing myself for possible dangers, I start by poking the water bubble. Nothing happens, so I press my hand into it next. I feel a million green squid button eyes on me as I act. It's unnerving. Still, I hop into the water bubble after one more shaky breath. The water is beyond freezing, chilling through to my soul. I don't know if a human less familiar with these things will be able to handle it, honestly. I barely can. I reach the floating girl and test the chains. They're pulled taut. There's no way they'll give any leeway for me to unwrap them. I suppose my best bet is to wake her up. I gently grab her shoulders and give her a firm shake. Her eyelids flutter, but she doesn't wake. After a moment of thought, I try something else. I had to assume she's a god like the others. In that case, maybe I can communicate with her in the same ways. I close my eyes and reach out my thoughts. Miss, you need to wake up. I get no initial response, but I do see her eyelids flutter again. This time, they open a little more. I get a response after a moment, quiet and groggy. Who are you? My name is Owl. Your green button-eyed squid friends brought me here. I get a sense of amusement from her. My familiars. Yes. It's getting hard to think. This water is cold. I suppose then that it's time I wake up. Whoa, those are some green eyes. Wow. Her eyes calmly open. They glance to the left, then to the right, and then she almost casually gives the chains one more momentous pull. Just like that, the pillars cave on themselves from the sheer power the girl has applied to her shackles. The squids, her familiars, begin to go absolutely wild. I can't hear them. I can't hear them from here, but I can see it. They swirl wildly, and I can only imagine the sound that they make. They flood out of the chamber as the structural integrity of the palace begins to falter from the now fallen pillars. Oh. The girl looks to me and wraps her arm around me as the bubble drops to the ground, dropping us both on the platform. I try to catch my breath, the cold sun vanishing, leaving my body feeling like it's burning. She doesn't bother with the chains. She just holds me silently as she tears off down the hall after her familiars. Oh. My head swims, and I don't know exactly where I am or where we go. But when I'm finally able to focus again, we're back on the black sand of the beach. The girl with the green hair is crouched down on one side of me. On the other side, Master! Nyla, is this one always getting into trouble like this? The buggy found me, so I'm going to have to say yes. My head is swimming still. I slowly try to sit up, but Heather keeps her hand on my shoulder. Take a moment to breathe, Master. After a moment, I hear her ask, Who are you, and why did you seek out my master's help? I am Carolina. Wow. I did not intend to call for your master. My familiars just found them. I choke out a laugh. My lungs hurt. It's my bad. I don't regret it, though. I look to Carolina. I attempt to smile. You okay? I hear Carrie burst out laughing nearby. Heather offers me a fond smile. I'm alright. Better off than you. Master, I implore you not to be so reckless in the future. I may have been able to get you out in time, but when other gods are involved, I understand. Sorry. I'm not used to having anyone care whether I live or die, to be honest. Perhaps I shouldn't have been so careless. Still. Hang on. Alright. I'm not sure how long we are. Because on the thing... Hang on. He said this 2 hours of gameplay. I'm going to join the Discord after the stream, by the way, so if you want to join, I can send it to you for it. I can send it to you if you want to join the Discord to get updates about it. So yeah. So I like the Carolina. Her expression is hard to read, but I'm grateful that she cared enough to get me out of there. Thanks. You're thanking me? I should be thanking you. Huh, I suppose. I attempt to sit up. Heather doesn't stop me that time. Nyla bounds over to Carolina and quietly examines her. I didn't even know you were here. She's pouting, clearly displeased by her own lack of knowledge. Carolina and Nala stare at each other for a long while before Carolina quietly pinches both of her cheeks. Ah! Don't pinch my cheeks! I'm not a child! She says, sounding exactly like a child. Wow. I am Nala! Fear me! I couldn't even fear her if I wanted to. I couldn't fear her. Fear me! Carolina, clearly unfazed, continued pulling at her cheeks for a few more seconds before she stops. Not because she fears Nyla, but simply because she grows bored of the activity. That makes a little perfect sense. That makes a lot of sense actually. Or so I assume. As the two bicker, I slowly pull myself to my feet. Heather aids me. If I may ask, Heather, of course. What exactly were you doing at the lighthouse? I never really got the chance to ask. Heather gives a soft sigh. I'll show you. Can you walk yet? I think so. Not bad recovery. At least you're not whining. For crying out loud. This again? And you still are. Excuse me? You heard me. You've been whining about my presence since we met. You should afford to recover a little better. You could afford to cover a little better. Carrie looks like she wants to burn me alive where I stand. Heather decides to usher me along before she can even try. Nyla seems to have missed a change in her own irritation at Carolina. Carolina, however, seems to have heard the exchange. Hard to read as ever, she followed silently behind me and Heather. Carrie falls back, looking heavy beside Nyla. Hang on, let me clean my glasses real quick. Hang on, guys. I'm sorry, I just really need to clean them real quick. Alright, I'm good now. That stupid pest would be dead by now if not for Heather. She and Nyla do not follow. Corey, however, is one more thing at me before they leave. How about you find me later on your own? See how tough you are then. Heather sighs once they disappear into the distance. We're about halfway to the lighthouse when Carolina speaks up. Young one, she has a point. I will admit, I can't help but wonder, Master, how have you lasted so long without assistance? Ouch, that stings. Everything on Earth became a bit repetitive after a few years. I developed strategies. I won't say that there wasn't a little bit of luck involved, though. A little? I sigh. It's now an appropriate time to suggest it was divine intervention. Because I genuinely couldn't tell you. It all blurs together in my head after a while. It's been a long time. This is the most unique situation I've probably encountered ever. I could say that. Heather cuts off the line of questioning as we reach the lighthouse. She quickly undoes the lock and we step into the first floor of the lighthouse. Okay. Hang on. About 20 minutes. Time to save. Alright. At first, I see nothing of note. It looks like a dusty and abandoned old lighthouse room. But then, Heather snaps her fingers. Whoa! Oh my. It's immediately hard to overlook the giant rune circle in the middle of the room. It's surrounded by smaller purple runes, no two alike. Even looking at them makes it a little off-kilter. I can feel intense power emanating from all of the runes. What are these for? They're protection words. Protection? What from? Carolina hang on. Protection. Carolina picks up on some implications far quicker than I do. Someone might come after you or your master. Correct. That takes a moment to sink in. Wait, why? Just when I thought I was done asking that question, my old master is a very powerful deity. And you, my true master, you're a little bit of an odd case. You sound like you know something about me that I don't. Yes and no. Remember, we're all gods, master. It should be with relative ease that we can find information on any given being we choose. I even used to reside within a library of universal knowledge. And yet, there's nothing I can figure out about you, your situation. You're strange and as curious as anything you draw to. I can find nothing. Nothing? How do you know I'm even your master, then? It's the only thing I'm certain of. It's a feeling. I can't explain it, but I hope one day you'll understand it as I do. Who is your old master? Carolina seems pretty good at keeping things on track. Her name is Yuvanan. Yvonne. Yuvanan. I'm gonna pronounce it Yuvanan. I don't know if that's right or what, but I'm gonna say it's Yuvanan. Yuvanan. I will do everything in my power to protect you from her, master. And it starts with this. I look back to the room. The power is almost overwhelming still, but after my encounter with the cold water, I can tolerate it. Even Nyla helped. Yeah, well, she didn't like Yuvanan either. I insisted she help. She cracks a faint grin. I didn't give her much of a choice, to be honest. I hope you understand, then, master, that we can't let you return to this room. It has a high concentration of energy. It distracts you and blocks you out. But this place on its own would be the easiest to locate you at. I nod quietly. Let's step out and lock up. I promise. I'll keep you safe. She snaps her fingers once more. And everything disappears. The runes fade from view. I can still feel them, though. The three of us make our way out of the building. With the lighthouse locked back up, everyone goes in different directions. Heather assures she'll watch over me, so if anything happens, she'll be there. I've got some free time now to just spend time with. Heather, Carolina. I'm going with Heather. Ooh, I unlocked the new trophy. Save. Alright, we're saving. Alright, I'm gonna go see what this trophy is real quick. Alright, we're gonna go see what this trophy is. We've gotten Heather 100% affection. You got all the affection with Heather in the demo. Congratulations. Wow! Okay. So that means I'll have to do them with the other characters. That's good. Alright, I can definitely do that. Alright, hang on, back. Alright, let's see Heather. Before Heather goes too far, I decide to accompany her. I have some questions for her now that we're out of the lighthouse. She slows down to let me catch up with her. You have questions, still, I'm sure. A few. Then let us walk. There's a lot we could potentially cover. We begin to make our way up the hill towards the grassy plains behind the lighthouse. Alright. Master, what do you wish to inquire about? I guess I wouldn't mind some information about your old master. Yvonne. I'm gonna say it's Yvonne. Yvonne, you said her name was? Correct. She looks a bit troubled. It holds some bad memories, but you deserve to know what we're up against. Yvonne lives in her own dimension, within a universal library. She and another that I used to consider like a sister to me, Deoth. On an individual level, either of them could find us easily. With our current setup, only Deoth stands any chance of locating us. I hope that even she would have trouble. Why didn't she leave? Why didn't she leave when you did? I tried to convince her, but it just didn't pan out. She was pretty much adopted. She holds a lot of loyalty towards Yvonne. Even if she's just awful. I'm so sorry. It's no fault of yours. I have to wonder, though, if she knows anything about you that we don't. That library is supposed to hold all the information about this universe and everything in it. That sounds like one big library. That only scratches the surface of what's on my mind. At that information, I have a lot of questions about myself and my situation. Not to mention a lot of questions about the universe, partly about why it seems to weirdness at me, but also just in general. What might she know? Well, you exist within this universe, so there has to be some information about you somewhere. I would hope. What would it even mean if I weren't? I guess it would mean you come from a different universe, but that's something we would have sensed upon meeting you. You're definitely of this universe, so you had to be in there somewhere. I nod slowly, though the idea is still a little unnerving. Do you think it might have something to do with my library at home, Heather? I used to change books every day, sometimes multiple times a day. Heather considers that for a moment. I suppose it's possible, but it is also possible that Nyla's presence there was what caused an otherwise normal library to become chaotic. I guess, but it hasn't been doing that for long as I can remember. Time passes a little differently for us humans. Time passes a little different for humans than us. However old you are, you're still practically a baby in our eyes, if even that. Nyla was missing for a short time, but that could have been upwards of 30 years for you. I don't know where she was in that time or how she ended up in the library on Earth, though, so I can't offer any certain answers on her whereabouts. I frowned slightly. 30 years? I wonder how old the house I live in is. I wonder how she even ended up in that book in the first place. I've been wondering that myself. I, too, the person reading the dialogue between these two, I've been wondering that the whole time, ever since the first stream. I've been really wondering that. I've honestly been worrying that. That definitely seems like something Yvonne might do. I just don't know how it would have happened. You'd need to ask Nyla. Nala, I don't know. Though knowing Nyla, it's probably probably a ridiculous story. She was probably trying to do something she wasn't supposed to. If I hate Nyla, I can only begin to imagine what Yvonne would think of me. Of her. Of her. She does seem to consider that with a grimness. That said, she wouldn't have put her anywhere out of her sight, so maybe it's a different situation. Nyla does have a lot of enemies. There's a few gods that it could have been. She seems to get lost in thought and falls silent once more. I decide to change the topic. Are you going to be okay with all of this? A lot seems to be happening at once. I'm handling it as best I can. However, she briefly stops in her tracks and turns to look at me. Whoa! Okay, this has got... Wow! I dare you try and tilt your head. It's kind of weird. I am a god, master, but sometimes there's only so much I can do. I hope I'm not crossing the line by speaking out of turn like this, but when you were in that cavern, I was very worried about you. I thought I was going to lose you. It's enough to give me pause as well. After a moment, I crack a half-hearted smile. Right, a lot happening at once. Don't add things to that list. I got it. Master, that's... Well, I suppose it's not inaccurate, but it's far ruder than I intended to come across. I sincerely apologize. No, it's okay, Heather. I was joking, mostly. I've been alone for a long time. My well-being has never been anyone's priority before. Heather looks at me with an expression I can't exactly read. I don't think she's mad, exactly, so I continue. I realize it scared you. I'm sorry, I really am. I'll be more careful. That said, don't underestimate me, okay? Okay? I've survived this long, haven't I? Heather watches me for a bit longer, and eventually she sighs, but also breaks into a smile. You really are something else, aren't you, Master? Well, alright. I will not to see you as helpless. Just please don't do anything as risky as that again. Oh, that again. Yeah, I think I can get behind that. We smile at each other, and I think I see some of the tension leave her body. I'm glad I could do that much for her, at least. I also feel like I've learned a lot today. Let's go home. Sure, but what about Nyla? Heather looked sheepish. I'd forgotten about her. She did not. She just hoped that I had. I decided not to call her out. That's fine. Let's just find that demented Furby and head home. That demented Furby. Wow. I can't believe. Wow. Heather really Heather really sounds like that. Alright, hang on. Be right back. I gotta read this. I'm sorry I have to pause. I was reading the chat on Discord. Hang on. Alright, we're just gonna back to this. Alright, not issue. Display. We're gonna go see what the thing is. Huh? It's not optional? Huh? Well, it's not lagging like it was earlier. Alright, let's continue. Alright, that's fine. Let's find that demented Furby and head home. Right. With that, we head back towards the lighthouse. After the events of the day, we all regroup at the top of the hill, where Heather and I teleported in. Heather puts her hand on my shoulder gently as her eyes scan the other three. I assume you two are staying here? She nods towards Carrie and Carolina as she addresses them. Obviously, Carolina, in contrast, just nods. I'm coming back to the house with Owl! Heather rolls her eyes. Both of you, if you could, keep your eyes out of any of Yvonne's subordinates. Well, both of you, if you could, keep your eyes out of any of Yvonne's subordinates. Yeah, keep an eye out for that old hag. Yeah, keep an eye out for that old hag. I doubt she'll come at me, but I guess it wouldn't hurt to watch out for intruders or strangers. I'll wander to the lighthouse. Thank you both. It's time to go back to the house. It was great meeting you both. Well, kind of for you. I motioned vaguely at Carrie. Yeah, ditto, you pest. May you arrive home safely. Thanks, Carolina. With the pleasant trees covered, Heather once more takes my arm. Barely 2-3 days and so much has happened. Even now, I am positive a lot of strangeness is in my future. Even more than usual, I mean. There's no doubt that it will revolve around one of these strange Lovecraftian gods I have met. As my mind quietly wonders where all this will lead, Heather, Nyla, and I went out of the lighthouse. My lord. I hope you're here with good news this time. I assume that's a no? Unless? Oh, okay, this is... okay, unless... Just don't fall quiet. Tell me what happened. Guess what? It's Hester. That traitor? How could she have found it first? It's not just her either. It seems like Nylarathoep has returned too. Nylarathoep, but Go on. I've been trying to locate this anomaly you've mentioned. However, it seems both Hester and Nylarathoep have set up rooms and wards. Even with my powers, they interfere. All I've been able to see is lighthouse region. I went down to investigate myself, but the place is sealed off, likely to prevent from room tampering. And you couldn't unlock it? No. No. I've been trying to locate this anomaly you mentioned. However, it seems that both Hester and Nylarathoep have set up rooms and wards. All I've been able to see is the lighthouse region. I went down to investigate myself. It's so off. And couldn't unlock it? No. Pathetic. This was supposed to be an easy task, Deo. You do it then. What was that? Nothing, my lord. Just an apology. You better be sorry. But setting that aside, I won't order my eyes down in the lighthouse region to watch out for Hester, Nylarathoep, and that thing. You're dismissed. I suppose this was going to be harder than I thought. Gavon! It's Yvonne! Oh! It's Yvonne! No matter. I will see to it that anything that stands in my way is eliminated. That purple freak, even Hester, that fluke of existence cannot be allowed to remain. I won't allow it. And once it's gone, I will destroy her too. I will not fail. This universe is rightfully mine. Oh. You've reached the end of the demo. Thank you for playing through Lovecraft. It means a lot to us, and all your support has kept us going. See you in the final release. Wait, no, I want to go back. All right, we're gonna auto this because I skip. I want to know what it said. No. I wanted to see it! No! What did it say? Alright, what was this? Demo completed. Yes, you beat the demo. Congratulations. We sincerely hope you enjoyed it. Here's a knowledge to cheer your spirits up. And remind me more if you committed to show your affection to your favorite characters. Call Lovecraft VN on Twitter to find updates on the Lovecraft project. That was amazing. Oh my. Okay, I have to say, I really enjoyed this. Hang on. I would love, I want to know what it says. Hang on, let me, I'm sorry, I keep skipping. Okay, sorry, okay. Lovecraft was a good, this was a great game. Alright, alright, let's go join the Discord live. I will put in chat if you want to join yourself, because I am not. I don't regret playing this. This has been great. Alright, so it looks like alright, so it has been pushed back to 2021. Alright. Alright, this has been a great game. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this. I surely have. This has been great. I'm not kidding. This has been great. This has been a great game, and I highly recommend you play it. This has this has been a great game. I'm sorry I keep talking about it so much, but I am so glad I streamed this. I don't regret it at all. And I cannot stop saying this has been a great game. I am so sorry. But this has pretty much been the end of this game of Lovecraft demo. I will most likely be streaming Doki Doki. Might be, I'm not sure. But I have Project Cat, Doki Doki, a couple other games, but mainly Project Cat and Doki Doki. If y'all want to see me play them, please tell me on Discord. I really should have put my Discord in the description. I will put it for the next stream if y'all want to join it. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have enjoyed tonight's double stream, by the way, double stream, then please do leave a like, comment down, and subscribe. And I hope to see you all sometime next week. I won't be able to stream this weekend since I'll be at my grandparents'. Maybe on Saturday when I get back, and maybe one on Sunday. I'm not 100% sure, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this. I know I did, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye, everyone.